I think it's time. Yes, it's time to bring history back to life.
Cool! It's amazing!
Creamer Cats TV.
If you like old movies, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the like button to preserve our movie heritage for future generations. Hello my YouTube hearties, here's the greatest cultural boxing match of all time. Which is the best decade ever? Is it the 1950s in the red shorts? Or is it the 1920s in the blue shorts? You decide. Please enter your favourite decade in the comments section, and it's simply a case of whichever decade gets the most votes is the winner. So get voting right now. Whilst you're making that epic decision, I'll show you some original trade cards from my own personal collection that came with everyday household items such as chocolate, bubblegum, tea, soap and cigarettes. Small businesses battled it out against each other in issuing humble cards to the most fashionable and popular celebrities of that time. It's a bit of a coincidence that two of the most creative decades in human history just happen to follow two of the most destructive decades in human history, World War I and II. Following prolonged periods of austerity, people naturally like to forget the bad times by going to see the latest escapist movie or partying the night away to some new wild rebellious music, providing the right conditions for creativity to flourish on a global scale. As Winston Churchill once said, the further back into the past you look, the further forward into the future you will see. And on that note, I'll let you decide which is the greatest decade of all time. Now that you've seen that video, you might want to see my many other 1920s and 1950s glamour related videos. Here's just a small sample. Click on the first video to see a brief animation about the Roaring Twenties flappers. Click on the second video for more about 1950s pin-up girl memorabilia. The 1920s flappers are widely seen as rejecting the previous generations, but that didn't stop them from resurrecting fashions from ancient glittering civilizations. And where do you think the flappers got the idea for the feathered headbands and fringe clothing? I've also done a video on the movie icons from the original 1920s Great Gatsby film. And click on the second video image to see hundreds of real 1920s fashion icons adorned in the most creative headbands and headpieces. Click on the third video to see one of the most iconic hairstyles to emerge from the Jazz Age. And click on the final video for fashions worn by some of the greatest male movie idols from one of the most creative decades in human history.